Thank you so much for joining me for this game dev vlog. We are currently in Unity and we have a scene set up with our ocean and our pirate ship. So let's go ahead and hit play and see what's going on in runtime. So as you can see, we have our cannons set up to fire, and I just kind of did that kind of quickly, so I'm going to be working on that a little bit more and getting the cannons set up for a button to actually fire them. Right now we just have a timer set up to fire them, so I just wanted to show that off for the game. And you can see we do have our reflections bouncing or coming off the ocean from the ship. So you can see the ship's reflections here, and they are, I believe they're 1K reflections for now, and I just wanted some nice reflections in there, and while still being mindful of the frames per second, we also have our the ship's deck is a little bit shiny, and the whole ship is a little bit shiny. I didn't get time to fix the textures. You can see it's turning night very rapidly because we have our night and day system here set up, but it's currently the cycle is on 3 minutes. I was just putting it kind of fast on there because I wanted to test it out. And as you can see on the moon, you can see there's kind of extra shafts coming off of it from the stars, and sometimes those are giving undesired reflection. You can see it right there, this kind of twinkling on our ocean, which if anybody knows what's causing that, let me know in the comments. That would be great, very helpful. Thank you. And we do have the nice lights coming on the ocean. We're using Crest water system for the ocean, and I will be doing tutorials on how to set that up if you are interested, as well as the night and day enviro system as well. And we have the moon going down and the sun coming up here on the other side here, and we'll be tweaking all of that very soon. And you can see we have the sun rays coming through, and they look great. The sun shafts, rather, actually, whenever you're behind the ship, and you'll also be able to see that as you're looking up on the ship. And I do want you to be able to climb up the rat lines and manage the ship. I'm thinking of allowing you to be the captain of the ship, as well as if you want to sail the ship and also walk around it and command the ship. And I do want to make more than just a cannon simulator, because I know a lot of pirate games end up being a cannon simulator when pirates in real life did not. That was their last resort when they were trying to plunder. They were trying to intimidate their the other ship, or the merchant ships, whichever ship they wanted to plunder from. They would kind of chase them and intimidate them, and if they would not give up, that's when the pirates would likely fire cannons, and a battle might commence. And I just want to give that sort of realism and strategy to a pirate game that hasn't really have been done since way back in the days of Sid Meier's pirate game, which I really love the way that they approach that, and we'll be using, a lot of elements from that game. Let's go ahead and kind of get out of the darkness so we can look at some more things that we have going on in here. We are able to fully adjust the water here, so let me go ahead and hit play on this so we can kind of get out of main maximum screen, and we can actually see what we have going on here. We can adjust the wind speed here if we need to, as well as we can adjust the turbulence of the waves and kind of give that nice steady waves, and kind of adjust those a little higher, and we'll be able to adjust the direction of those waves. So as you can see, we're adjusting the waves there, and that's going to be great for a wind system when you are sailing. I don't want to make it too complicated, but I do want some realism there and some strategy when sailing. And excuse me. And we have this the resolution of our waves currently set to 256, and I'll be going over some of those numbers soon to help others set up a ocean system if they'd like to for their games, as well as the environment, the night and day system, and weather, of course, whenever I get to that point. And if you are interested in that, feel free to subscribe. And we are currently, we have our night and the sun and the system there kind of going too quickly, so let me head over to the Enviro Sky Manager here, and we'll just look into setting that to a longer duration. We'll have I'm gonna put that in 10 minutes now for the full cycle. So basically what that means, and I'll go ahead and stop this and hit max on play here, but basically what that means is that we will be able to, the cannons are going to blast again. There we go. Nice. Okay, so basically what that means is that if it's on 10 minutes now, then it will take 5 minutes for the sun to set, and then additional 5 minutes for the moon to go away and have the sun come back and replace it. So that's the cycle that's set up now, but in the actual game we'll of course have that a longer period, so it's going to be 45 minutes probably for the full cycle to go, so that way you can have a day of getting to your destination and setting up, looking for a good spot on the ocean where you can find the trading routes. And then once you find the trading routes, you can wait for a ship to come by and decide whether you'd like to plunder that ship or not. And I feel like more games need to have this strategy element, rather than you're just on the ship going around having things shooting at you, and it's just too much information at once, and those situations become very arcadey, and I'd rather have it kind of old school back in the day, where you used to play these games where it was all just about strategy and how you actually wanted to play it as a player, versus just kind of forcing you into a lot of situations. But with that being said, I do want to have a campaign that you can kind of go on, certain adventures, and but still have the ability to decide what you want to do as a player and still make some choices within that campaign. But we will be launching a Kickstarter for this, and if those are interested in supporting, that would be great. You don't have to support, but you can follow along and on our progress, and just subscribe if you'd like to see more. And we will be trying to get this on Steam as well as either PlayStation or Xbox, depending on which one is most popular. We definitely want to hear from you and what you think, and take in if you have ideas of what you'd like to see in a pirate game. I know some of the recent titles have kind of let us down for pirate games in the past, and I really think that we should kind of respect the history of pirates, and because it was a very interesting time, and I'd like to focus on the golden age of piracy for the game, because I just think the setting is very interesting compared to some of the other times of pirate history. And tell me in the comments, who was your favorite pirate and why. In our next video, we will be getting our pirate ship sailing, moving across the ocean. I did totally forget to mention that we do have a underwater setup too, so we can go down here and see our effect here, kind of. Oh yeah, there we go. We have our shadow here on the ground, as well as there. I can see the reflection, and you can see, I think the reflection is because our plane here is a little too shiny, but you can see the ocean floor, that nice effect as well. So we will plan to have some diving in the game, and some fantasy, a couple of fantasy elements, maybe some mermaids and stuff like that, some classic ocean lore, and yeah, so it's going to be really cool. Should they subscribe, Davy Bones?